about to talk to you about how I live with the Babalawo.
This is how it is. This is how it gotta be. Ain't no talking no more, bro. Straight action. Stand the shit.
This the way it should be, the way it should be. This the way it should be, the way it should be. I get back, get a match to the good beat. You feel the energy? This the way it should be, this the way it should be, the way it should be. This the way it should be, the way it should be. I get back, get a match to the good beat. You feel the energy? This the way it should be.
If you don't know what a Babalowa is, it's an African priest who do rituals and different types of spiritual Christian healing in order to work what they call the ancestors and the gods through you. Okay? So a Babalowa is an African priest. They go to a school and they do a whole bunch of hoopla in order to heal you. Okay? So if you're living in America, you may get a message from a Babalowa. But rumor goes, the Babalowa does not exist. Okay? Rumor goes there are fake Babalowas who are making fake accounts and taking money from people. Okay? Now it does cost for you to get healed because they go through a ritualistic practice in order to talk to the gods and the ancestors. Okay, so when they hit you up, be like, peace, blessings. You know, we here to help you woo-woo. And then they'll tell you everything that they're doing. And then after you be like, that's cool, they'll be like, would you like a reading? Or would you like a sacrifice? And some people would choose reading, some people choose sacrifice. And they'll give you a quote. They'll say it's $200. It says $300, $500K. Okay? Now, some people actually visit Africa and talk to a Babalowa. Okay, so these people are actually real, but people in Africa are saying there are fake Babalowas going around saying that they're Babalowa. Alright? Now, they really finesse you out your money because I got finessed more than once, okay? I believe I talked to a real Babalowa one time and he sacrificed something for me. He sacrificed, I believe it was like a monkey's paw or a chicken, but he showed you the pictures of what he's gonna sacrifice. He called me and he did the sacrifice while he was in call. Okay, so I gave him like a few $100, and then afterwards he was applying the pressure like it's supposed to cost more, and he got very angry. So I started questioning like, is this sacrifice even real? Okay, he sent me the pictures of the beads. They're supposed to, some sacrifices require blood to be spilled on the beads, and they'll ship you the beads. Okay, that was the first encounter when I actually agreed to do a sacrifice. Okay, I actually agreed to do a sacrifice, guys. Alright, so after that, I felt like it was working. I felt like what he was saying was working. He said after the sacrifice, it would be done at midnight. I said, okay, midnight. He called me at midnight, he did the sacrifice, and he said, you will be known, you will be you will have fame. You will be famous. That's what the reading is saying. That's what God's essence are telling us through the sacrifice. I'm like, all right, cool. He then was asking me like my living situation, like do I live with my mom? What I do with all of the other stuff, like, you know, what do I do at live? I said, I'm a painter. So I showed him a painting of a woman that I just recently painted. He said, that's cool. So, this is how I know it was real. This is how I know this one was real, because some people actually give money to a Babalawo and they'll lock them. Some people give money to a Babalawo and they won't do the sacrifice. Some people give money to a Babalawo and, you know, they'll finesse them out their money in some different way, because there wasn't a Babalawo. So there's multiple Babalawos, and I wouldn't trust any Babalawo actually. But this is how I know that this sacrifice was real. This man actually came to America. He came to America and he was living in Chicago. Okay, he was living on 123rd Street. And I signed an agreement with him to be his roommate. But let me tell you the truth about the Babalawo, because this is what made me angry. Okay. Of course he's Babalawo. He went to preschool, did all this stuff. Massage therapy, all this stuff. But what he was asking for was way too much. He was asking, for a roommate. I said, okay, I'll live with you for a little bit, and he'll be a landlord, whatever. And he said his name was a different name than what it was. He also was doing some very homosexual things. Like, he was asking if we could watch porno together. He was asking, like, I'll cut the money down if you don't wear clothes. He was saying, I'm not a fan of clothes. But he was hinting at the fact that he was kind of homo. It wasn't like he was African, like, okay, I'm a nudist. He was like, and then he was texting me on some other stuff like, I would ... quote unquote. And I told him, I settled straight. I said, I'm gonna put this on the table right now. Like, I'm a straight male, man. I'm a straight male. I don't have any feelings for you. I don't want to go that route. And he was very emotional. He was very emotional. And then I woke up. The next day that I stayed there, I woke up to him yelling on the phone about me. Like, he was having a conversation and it was straight about me. He was like, he was, he always want to play that victim role and be like nonchalant, we a bitch, what. So I called him in the room. We had multiple conversations on his emotions, because this Babalawo was very emotional, okay? He had another tenant that was living upstairs. Okay? And the morning after that, I woke up with him having a knife. He had a knife around his back at the front door, yelling at him. He was yelling at the tenant. Woo. And altercations happen every single day, okay? I live with the Babalowo. That's what you have to understand. Research the Ifa Religion. The Ifa Religion is a quote-unquote African Christian religion that focuses on the gods and ancestors in order for people to achieve and reach a higher state of enlightenment. But what I was doing was just seeing what the Babalawo could actually do. So after all of this stuff was happening, we kept getting into it. He kept getting into it with every single body. He knew everybody on the block on 123rd in Chicago. He knew everybody on the block, okay? But here's the thing. The closest people that was around him was always angry at him for some different reason. And I remember because the Babalawo actually snapped on me. He actually snapped on me before I even met him. He was talking about, you don't have my money. You're supposed to give me money. He got mad at the fact that I said I only had like 100. I have 150 at the time. He got mad, right? Because I guess he had to go buy animals. So since he had to go buy animals out of his own pocket or steal it or whatever, he got mad at me. But I live with the Babalawo. And this is what I got from him. He had a problem with every single body. He had a problem with every single body, okay? And this is why I'm gonna tell you, do not trust the Babalawo. Please do not trust the Babalawo. If they hit you up DM talking about sacrifices, all that stuff, please do not do that. Do the sacrifice yourself. Do the sacrifice yourself, okay? And this is the end of the story. This is why I'm gonna tell you, the Babalawo taught me how to finesse people. This man said he was a landlord. 2 to 3 weeks later, after living with this man, he disappears. He disappears. And the real landlord shows up from Haiti. And the landlord from Haiti says, this is my name. It was like windshield in clear or some shit like that. Okay, and he said, who was that man that was there? He was on Section 80. It was a Section 80 house. He was paying low for the house. And we gave him his name. He said that is not his real name. That is not even his real name. So I'm talking to the tenant upstairs that I never met, and I never talked to before, and he's telling me his situation now. He said, we was arguing and I upped the pistol because he ran in my house. He ran in my room and he took 5,000 worth of stuff. He took 5,000 worth of stuff. He broke into my room and he locked me out. That's what the tenant was saying. The tenant was saying the Babalawo actually finessed his own people. He finessed his own people. He moved to America, got a Section 8 house, got tenants, and stole everything from his tenants and disappeared back to Africa. So he finessed everybody, even the person that he bought the house from. He just disappeared. And the landlord could have put everything on us. Now I was not paying a lot for the room. I was paying about $500, $600 just to stay in the room. Okay? But the tenant was saying he paid every single month. But out of nowhere, the Babalawo ransacked his room. I kid you not. Ran up in that room and took everything. He had 2 PS5s. He had a game room for his kid. He took everything out that game room and disappeared. Do not trust the Babalawo. And this is confirmation. Look up the Ifa Religion and look up all of the people who trying to like support all of this Ifa. I mean, you can support the Ifa. This is y'all man. This is y'all man. The Babalawo moved to America. He finessed everybody. He moved to America and stole everybody's stuff and moved back to Africa. Is that your religion? Like, think about that. Talk about that. Because the Babalawo is out here. Alright? That's my experience with actually living with this man. Alright? Make sure y'all subscribe to RJRockfilmz so I'll tell y'all more about my life and I can produce more shorts. Comment below if you know a Babalawo or if you know somebody that's in the Ifa religion. Alright, I'm out.